Hey everyone, welcome to A Court of Books and Drama.
The podcast where three friends talk about the books we love,
friendships, and all the plot twists in life.
We're your hosts, the Crescentless Dragons.
So grab your favorite drink.
We got our Alanis.
And let's get into today's episode.
In today's episode, we will be discussing Harry Potter.
We're going to discuss our favorite books.
Or movie. And then the least favorite book or movie of this series.
That's going to be a hard one. That's why I'm trying to think ahead of time.
I know, I'm like, oh.
Gosh, I needed this.
Just that sound made me so happy.
I really need this because I still have to go home and get ready for competition tomorrow. And then it's such a long day. My team goes on. Well, my team has to meet at 12. My little babies. Then they compete at about 2-ish, 3 o'clock. And then I have this big gap where Aaliyah doesn't even meet until 7 o'clock.
Oh, shoot.
But she doesn't even perform till 9:20 p.m.
Oh, heck
wow.
no, dude. That's a big gap.
And then we come back home, and then she has to be there Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Are you flying or are you driving?
Driving back and forth.
Yeah.
And then this is our last competition before Florida, baby.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
I'm so excited for you.
Okay.
Speaking of that, I actually sent it to you guys. So the one thing that I noticed is that I watch a lot of TikTok and a lot of videos, and I love to like doom scroll.
Yeah.
And I send a lot of videos to these two right here.
You
a
do.
lot.
I'm always like,
And it takes them, a couple of hours to get back to my cool.
No.
I'm sorry.
Here's the thing.
And I know when Maria's doom scrolling because all of a sudden I'll have 6 hearts back to back on my videos, and I'm like,
she makes me a For You page.
She's catching up. She's catching up. So today I sent them a video, which they probably haven't seen because it's not doom scroll time. But there's a place in Epcot. They have this little shop that sells bows and arrows and swords and stuff, right? Well, they have this little shelf, and it's called Adopt a Dragon.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing that, yeah.
And you get to, get the little dragons, and someone got, a yellow one, and, was like, oh, it's Andarna, and then it has, the little certificate.
Yeah, I showed it to you. Remember the one that, at lunch, when I was looking, and then I was like, oh, look what Marcy sent.
That's one. So I'm going there on Thursday when I get there.
Link. Lonnie hasn't kicked in.
If I kick you, will it kick in?
Kick it back,
Jump starts your body.
Jump start. Crazy. It's a kickstart.
Oh, kickstart. Mine hasn't kicked in either.
Diving into Harry Potter. Harry Potter is
Insane.
what is it, like a beloved? Is that the right word?
It's really beloved.
It's a beloved book series. A lot of
movies.
Yes. A
merch,
lot, so much going on with Harry Potter. We've watched, and watched. So I've actually read the books.
I've only watched. I haven't read. I do have, I think, the first book at home, but I've never. They're a little intimidating, but you know what?
Because of the...
Yeah. First of all, I was
just about to say that. I was just about to say, but now, since we've kind of went down rabbit holes of long, big books, I think that now I could finally try to, get into it. And you know what? It's funny because when I go and I'm reading the series that we're doing now, and I do it on Audible, the first thing that pops up when I open my Audible is Harry Potter.
And they have the dramatized version, too.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm
always like, oh my gosh, and you all know how I am about dramatized, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I can do this, right?
Yeah.
So it is on my TBR. But right now, my current read is
oh, yeah.
So once we chop it down, that will be. But I have watched the movies, and I have to say, I watch the movies probably about once or twice a year.
Same.
Ooh, so big fans.
Same.
Once, twice a year. And I will also say
what do you mean?
Yeah.
There's a sorting hat over there.
Chilling up
There's
there.
a whole binder of Harry Potter cards. What are you talking about?
I knew.
There's no wands I'm collecting.
Oh, yeah, and we all have our little wand that Maria let us borrow for this video. It's so cute.
I remember taking my kids to Universal in Florida, and one of the things we did is we went and got
the wands,
and then you get to go around the whole place doing little spells.
Wingardium Leviosa.
And the little water will shoot up and the little lights flicker and stuff, and that was really cool.
That's not one of these. That one's over there somewhere.
But those are cool.
Confusing.
And you've done both.
And I have done both. I would read, watch the movie, read, watch the movie, and that's how I went. But I think it's cool because you've only read them.
I've only read them, and I'm interested in watching the movies. I just always knew I wanted to read the books first, and it took me some time, but I finally finished.
And then the movies you obviously just watched. So
yeah.
But you're interested in the books.
I am interested in the books.
Yeah.
But with the movies, if I'm scrolling on TV and I'm like, Harry Potter's on.
Yeah.
That's it. And I don't care which movie it is.
Oh,
I'm going to watch it. But then I go down that rabbit hole where like,
if
I gotta watch
one,
the first one. Yeah. Like I have to finish it.
Yeah. I get like that too.
Okay. Before we get super into this discussion, are you guys excited for the show? For the series?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes? Oh my god.
I think the casting did really good.
Yeah. I think I sent it to someone. Was it you?
You sent it to me. Yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm so excited. Oh, nice.
I want to see how they do this because
I think
those are big shoes to freaking fill.
Well, like
100%.
Also, the thing is, like, from what I've heard of people that have watched the movie, there's not a lot of Dobby. Dobby? I found Dobby. There's not a lot of Dobby, and so...
He was more in the... There's some him, but I think he's more in the books.
But I feel like, and I haven't read the books yet, so I can't really say for that book in particular. But I feel like when you read a book and then they make a movie out of that,
they have to cut stuff.
Right. Yeah. They have to
totally, yeah. But now because it's gonna be like a series,
they might have more of him.
Yeah, they might include him more, and like I'm excited to see more
because they get
him.
to stretch it out. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to a movie, you have to like compact it in such.
Yeah, which I totally get it.
I think about again, haven't read the books, but if I'm looking at that book and like they're gonna put that in a movie, I'm looking at an Avatar movie now. That's 3 hours long.
Well, I think Harry Potter is almost 3 hours long.
Yeah, Harry Potters are long movies.
2.5. So imagine if they, and that's not even, that's with them cutting out.
Yeah. And the last one was freaking 2 parts. I know. Was 2 parts. And they were like almost 3 hours each.
Okay, before we dive more into this is going to be a full spoiler. Yes?
Yes.
Full spoiler.
Yes? Because I don't know if we can contain anything.
No.
So
if you haven't read the book,
or
if
watch
you
the
haven't
movie,
even watched the movie,
this
if you
is
haven't
a
done
full
either
spoiler.
one, we love you, but it's time for you to go. See you on the next episode.
Because we're going to spoil everything.
We'll give you time to log off, leave your comments, take a picture. A Lonnie break.
A Lonnie break. So starting off with the Harry Potter and
Philosopher's Stone.
Philosopher's Stone? Mm-hmm. Isn't it called something else too?
Yes, that's another thing. Did you know that?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Well, I say Philosopher's Stone because I had that book because it was like a paperback, and it was originally Philosopher's Stone, and I think they changed it to Sorcerer's Stone.
Or is it like that, or is it like one country, like London, or like
it might be that because they're from the UK, right? She was J.K. Rowling. Because I think in like the older, like the first copies or whatever, it said Philosopher's Stone, and it was like I did not like the character little thingies because they're like different. They weren't like this one's like newer, and I had the book, and it was like a first edition, and I don't know where it went, but anyways. It was Philosopher's Stone, and I was all like, "Oh, that's so cool." So yeah, they're different. Yeah, that's why I said Philosopher's Stone. Then I was like, "Wait, no, it is a Sorcerer's Stone."
Okay, so going into that book, I
dislike
what I liked. You know what? I actually liked the beginning of. I loved reading about Harry and his aunt and uncle and his cousin. Like as much as I didn't like it. Yeah, I did really. I enjoyed it
because you see his background, where he came from, and everything. Huh? Yeah.
It sets the tone.
Yeah. I think that what I didn't like was that it was kind of more of a slower paced book for me, just because I'm used to more like high stake fantasy books and that kind of reading. Versus it was kind of an easy read. Yeah, but it was good still. If I had to pick something, that would be what it would be.
Because it's very light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you?
Liked and disliked.
She's like, I don't know, because I like that movie. It's the first movie.
Yeah.
So it sets like that
the mood,
right, like everything about it just sets.
Yeah.
I did like getting to know the aunt and the uncle and the cousin, but I also didn't like them.
Yeah. Totally get it. Yeah.
Like
I don't think nobody did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I was like they should have taken them on the first movie.
I'm curious, did you watch the movies when they were all out? Or did you watch them as they were coming out?
I want to say I watched them. Not all of them were out.
Okay. Oh, really? So there's some coming out of theoaters. Did you go to the theater?
No. And I remember this because I was working at a gym at the time. And I had 2 coworkers that were big Harry Potter fans. Obsessed. And they went to go see... Did you know that they're called potheads? Which I'm like...
Which I think is so like, huh? Like, you know what I mean?
Love that.
That's what they call them.
I mean, Potterheads. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So they were going to watch the last movie.
Like the last, or like
no,
the last?
The last part 1.
Okay. Yeah.
So Deathly Hallows Part 1. They were going to watch that one.
Ooh, okay.
But they were going like to midnight showing and all that stuff, right? That was around the same time, I want to say, Twilight era.
Oh. Yeah.
So, because I was reading Twilight at the time when they were getting, so like I wasn't at that level yet to be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the midnight showing with you guys to watch that.
Yeah.
So that's what started me watching. So I watched all the way up till that one came out, and then I had to watch that one. And then
so the first one was that good.
Yeah.
That you had to keep going with them.
I went down the rabbit hole and just.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Okay.
I keep going down rabbit holes.
Yeah. I've noticed.
And that's what just happens to me. I need to stay away from those holes. No more carrots, please.
I'm down Alice.
I mean, obviously it's not working. I wear glasses, so they don't work for your eyesight. I don't know if I had a dislike in there.
Like no casting or like, you know what I mean?
I didn't like the one guy, I can't remember his name, the professor that was mean, that had the turban type thing on his head.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like they could have done better with that casting.
Quirrell.
But him, I thought he was a little like
odd.
Quirky odd.
Yeah.
But I do wish I would have got more of Neville in one.
Oh, yeah, Neville.
Just, I mean, going down there, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I don't think there was anything that was really like, why did they have that in there? Again, I didn't read the book, so my opinion is probably a little bit different compared to yours, where you're like, well, I didn't like this part because in the book, you know, I just didn't like that they kept the aunt and them around.
No, for real.
And I wish the snake would have got the cousin.
For me, because going back to like you saying, like, if I was not in the hype. I was not. My cousin was. Mm-hmm. My cousin was reading them and like got into them, and then when was going to the movies, like all that stuff, like, you know, I was not a reader. I did not care for them. It was like really hyped up, and I'm just kind of like, nah, you know, never watched them. But funny thing is, I was with her the summer when the last one, Deathly Hallows Part 2, was coming out, and she was like, hey, I want to go see the movie, like, can you come with me? I was like, well, I've never seen another one. Dude, this is like the 8th movie in a freaking 7 movies. So I'm like, I haven't watched it. And she's like, oh, like, she was like all the time. I'm like, it's fine, I'll go. Like, I don't, like, whatever, it doesn't matter. And she was like, oh, okay. And so like I went with her to the premiere.
So you watched the last movie before watching. So like you had the ultimate spoiler alert.
Yes.
Because you didn't even read the books at this point.
No, I had not read the books. I had not watched none of the movies. Nothing. And I went to go see the 8th movie. You know, because it's part 2.
It's part 2.
And I went to go see it. And I remember, like, this is like a vivid memory I have because it was like a really good time with me and my cousin. But she was so into it, like, you know, all like love everything, right? And so I'm kind of like, I'm here for the vibes, you know. And her brother dropped us off, and then they had a photo booth. Mm-hmm. And they had the Harry Potter and, like, you know, Voldemort and the little wand in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, yeah. And I have that picture somewhere. If I find it, I will, like, yeah. But she was like, let's take, like, the pictures, you know, and I was like, sure. Like, you know, I was
like, I don't even know what movie I'm here to watch,
yeah,
but let's
and so,
take
like,
this picture.
Literally in the picture, me and her going like this, and we're, like, trying to look, like, serious. It's so funny. And then she kept a strip, I kept a strip, and then we went to go see the movie, and we were watching it, it's her next to me, and then this other girl was next to me, and it's like packed.
Yeah.
Like a lot of, you know, Potterheads, whatever it's called.
Potheads
were there. And we're watching it, and it's such a good movie. Like, you know what I mean? Not knowing what had happened.
Right.
It's still a really good movie. Like, I didn't know what's going, well, I mean, you know what's going on because obviously, like, where it, like, leaves off, and, like, that's where it begins. It's, like, action. So I was invested, you know, and I was like, this is really good. And we're watching it, and then it, you know, scenes, and everyone's like, yay, no, like, you know, all these, like, emotions going around. I'm just like,
and you don't have those emotions because you don't know.
Yeah, I was like, oh, cool, yeah, like, you know, like,
yeah.
You could tell who's evil, who's not, you know, whatever. And I'm still with the vibes, you know, because I was like, oh, yeah, like, you know, you don't know what's going on, but, like, yeah, like, you know. Movie ends, and I look, and my cousin's crying. I look to my other side, the girl next to me is crying.
And you're like, why is everyone
And I'm just kind of like, oh. And, like, you know, we get up and everything, and my cousin's like, I'm so sorry, and, like, you know, whatever. And I was like, no, dude, you're solid, like, I don't, like, you know, whatever. And, you know, we were all getting up and we're all leaving, and everyone's like, oh my god, it was so good, I can't believe it's over, and, like, you know, like, all these emotions, and I'm just like, damn, like, I don't know, it's a good movie, like, you know, but, like,
did you know it was the last movie when you went to go watch it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I knew the last one, I'm just like, whatever, like, you know, like, she wanted to go, and she didn't have anyone to go with, and, you know, like, what, and I was at her house, like, you know, so it's like, I had nothing to do either, you know, so I was like, whatever, and so we watched it, and this was, like, when it first had come out, obviously, in the theater, so then, this was, I think, I want to say it was my junior year in high school. Right? I didn't read the books till, like, freshman or sophomore year in college, and I had never seen none of the movies. And that's when I started reading Harry Potter. So I had no idea what the heck I had watched years before. Like, I completely forgot who... Because I didn't know who was who either.
Who was who, what was what.
Yeah. So, like, literally reading them, I didn't know what it was. So, it's like I didn't even watch the movie. But then, like, when I was watching, like, read the book, watched the movie, read the book, watched the movie, and I watched the last one, I was like, emotions and everything. I'm like, I understand why she cried. I understand why they were cheering, why they were, like, all this stuff and every, like, one's emotion. And I'm like, if I would have done what she did and I had been doing it, I would have probably cried there too.
Yeah.
So the way you did it, you watched the last movie first, and years later,
you watched
the book. So after you read the first book, you watched the first movie?
Yeah.
And then you did that the same second book?
Every single time. Oh. So it was like the hype was over, like it was not really a thing anymore.
Right, it kind of died down.
It died down, you know. Like, obviously there's still merch and stuff like that, but it wasn't like super popular, super big anymore, because it was like, what, year later. And like I said, I going into it new because I didn't know anything even though I watched the last movie. But yeah. I'm like, that was like such a like side quest. Like, anyway, so my favorite part of the first one.
Back to reality.
They're gonna be like, what? Like, how would you watch it? Yeah. Anyways, so
it happens. No judgment.
In the first book, I really did like the way she introduced the characters in the books. Like, obviously Ron, his red hair, they were poor, like, like this, like, like setting the scene like that. Yeah. Harry, like, where he came from, like you guys had said. And then, like, you're finding out little bits and pieces of what had happened. And, like, he's this little kid that, like, had nothing. And then he finds out he's actually, like, super freaking popular and, like, important in, like, the other world when he was, like, nobody, And I really liked that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that he, like, actually had, like, something to go to, something fun that he was, like, looking forward to.
I liked how when he got there, everyone knew who he was.
Yeah, and he
was, like, loved. Like, he was, like, a superstar, right?
Yeah.
So going from the boy under the cover.
Yeah, nobody cared. Nobody loved him. Like, nothing.
Not acknowledging his birthday or anything. And then going to where, like, you're this big star.
And, like, you don't know, like,
everyone knows your name, but you don't know any of them.
Exactly.
Or you don't even know your own story.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Because he didn't know what had happened with his parents yet.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. I really did like how she, brought those characters to life. Yeah. I feel like. Yeah. She did a really, really good job. I'm trying to think of something, like, I didn't like in the book. First of all, I didn't like Snape. Let's just start there. Yeah. I didn't like Snape's character.
I didn't like him
He was
either.
a jerk. Like, you could tell that there was more to him. But, like, the way I'm like, dude, he's a child. Why do you have beef with them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's how I felt. Yeah. Like, I'm like, dude, he's a kid. Like, come on. But whatevs. So, and then in the movies, too, I still didn't like Snape. But I did like his character in a way of, like, I did not like him.
Like, he played a really good...
He played a really good role. And, like, that literally is Snape. You know what I mean? Like,
you couldn't see anyone else playing that part. Yeah.
He did such a good job of, like, being a jerk, and you know what I mean, and like everything, and it just brought, like, the way they brought the characters to life too in the movies was so good. That's like who I was picturing. They did such a really good job with casting that, like, I was like, oh, this is the same, like, it's like in my, like, head, like.
Yeah, and I kind of get that with a lot of things though, like a lot of shows, like if you see something and then, like, they do a remake and then you're like, I can't watch it
because of the people,
because you're not that character.
Yeah.
Like, you're not channeling them as good as this person who actually was.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
In your mind.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm going to have a hard time with... Fourth Wing. Like, I love it, right?
Yeah.
Love it. But all I hear is my dramatized Zayden. So to put someone else in that, and it's not him, what am I going to do with my life? Like, you have to bring it. Like,
they have to. Yeah, I feel like...
And I think it'll be different for me reading the books, because I already have in my mind...
Yeah, it would be easier. You just already you don't have to picture anything. Right. You're just, like,
So, like, the voices aren't going to make too much of a difference to me because I'm like, oh, okay. Compared to for,
Jennifer's like, what?
Yeah.
She's like, what do you mean?
The characters. I know, like,
the characters.
I know the main characters.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know. I get what you're saying.
I think that they did a really good job in casting. Like, but she was a part of it. I think they had said that she was a part of the casting when they were doing it.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's really cool.
But I think they should do that with a lot of the movies that they do that are books going into movies.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Read the book.
Yeah.
It tells you the description of how they look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How they smell.
How they smell? It is crazy.
Sea breeze.
Okay, so moving on.
Okay.
Chamber of Secrets.
Likes and dislike.
I don't remember. So how about we start this way?
Hold
on. It's like I kind of get them confused a little bit. Like,
yeah.
I think like the whole time that I was reading them, I wasn't saying the names of the book.
You were just reading it.
I'm just reading it. Like, okay, done, next one.
It's one big book.
Yeah, so like I don't, like I get the names confused.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I should bring them all and just put them right here.
You know what? Maybe that might be helpful, huh?
Go. So Chamber of Secrets. I'll do movie first. In the movie, I thought it was so like, okay, so in my mind I could not picture how like the tunnel looked to get to like where the basilisk was.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like how, I'm like, what do you mean it's underground? But like it's in like the bathroom, but like, you know what I mean? You go down a level. Like I was like so like, huh? So when they did it in the movie, I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Simple.
Yeah, it's like so simple. I'm like, and they have magic, so like, what the heck was I thinking?
Yeah.
But I could not picture. But like, I really liked how they brought it to life where I didn't have.
Yeah.
Like, I tried picturing it, but it was not there. And I really did enjoy that because I couldn't picture it myself, I guess. Dislike... I'm trying to think what I would... Oh, I hated the fact that they were blaming Harry. When that they were saying that he was the one that was doing all this, trying to kill the kids and everything.
Yes.
Oh, this is the one where they would get... What was it? Like, they would, like, freeze? Or not die, but, like, what was it? Like
The petrify.
Petrified. Yes. Okay, yes. Okay.
And then they're saying, it's Harry because he kept being there.
Yeah.
And then part of me was like, is it Harry? And I'm just kidding. Like, I read him. I'm like, dude, and everyone's like, it's him.
Well,
and I'm like,
because he hears the voices.
He was hearing
the snake.
No,
right?
He was hearing voices, but they were saying, like, don't be doing that. So no one really knew about that.
Yeah.
But he was battling, I think, Draco, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Draco gives him a, like, snake. And then he starts talking to it. And everyone hears that. And the only other person that had been talking to snakes was Voldemort.
Right.
So then
it surprised everyone that he was able
to so then they were saying like he's there and I'm just like, bro, he just saved you guys in the last book. Like
yeah.
Yeah, that part pissed me off. Like I was like, no, like why are you guys blaming him? Like he literally lost his parents, did all this, and you guys are still blaming him for like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, no. I don't even know if I was talking about the book or the movie now.
The movie. You were talking about the movie.
The movies, okay. And the book, same thing. Like I did not care for like them blaming him for it.
I would have to say that was probably my dislike in that one too.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, like, where's evidence? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Because there was a little bit of it. They were just there. But there was, like, not really much evidence to show anything. So I'm like, mind your business.
Yeah. I would agree with that one as my dislike as well. My favorite part, honestly, and this is probably, like, to go for each one. My favorite part is when Harry gets reunited with his friends. When he starts coming back, like, when they're going back to Hogwarts and he sees them and... because of what he goes home and deals with these assholes. But then when he sees his friends, the way he lights up and stuff, that's what I...
Mm-hmm. This is the one with the flying car?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When they break him out.
That part was hilarious to me.
I'm like, if I don't have a friend like that...
Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't just Ron, it was Fred and George, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Fred and George.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Love Fred and George.
Yes, please.
Fred and George, I think, played such a good character. I really liked them in the books, like in that book, of them breaking him out. Because there was no need for them to go and help their brother's friend. Like, you know what I mean?
That was funny. Like, they had the dishes all washing by themselves and everything because they're all escaping.
I like the whole, like, breaking out part. I love that we got to meet Dobby. And at first I was like, what? Who's this? You know, like little
elf.
Yeah, but like I actually I liked his character. It was a nice little add-on. I really, really liked meeting Jeannie. Like how she was so shy and she was like in love with him the whole time. Yeah. Like for the whole like she couldn't even talk to him. Like she was like, you know, like little. It's like I don't know. I just thought that was cute. I had to throw that in there. I really liked that. I loved reading that in the book. I just thought it was cute. It was like a little girl like has like a little crush on like this famous guy. And then I always got like I get nervous. Like I was getting nervous when they were gonna read her house because I'm like, well, everybody's in Gryffindor. Like, is she gonna go to Gryffindor? Like, anytime like I meet a character that
is gonna play something, you're like,
I'm just like, but
Slytherin.
I feel like
dude, that would have been
friendly. You were friendly with Harry, so like, where are you going? You know, like, what house? But I guess I don't like the fact that how you guys were saying that everybody's still blaming him even though he's a hero. You guys. What do you guys mean? Like, why are you guys being
He's protecting from Voldemort twice now.
Like,
when he was a child and then now.
It just, like, doesn't, like, make sense. Why are they still treating him so bad when, like, he freaking helped everybody? Yeah, that was, like, really starting to piss me off. And then same with Snape. At this point, Snape is, like, really upsetting me. Is he good or is he bad? What's happening? Like, I didn't know what to think about him. And then I'm just like, I think he has to be good because we're expecting him to be bad, but in my head, he has to be good.
Oh,
but why is he still being bad?
Yeah.
Why is he still being rude? Like, why is he being so mean? And then, like, another thing that upset me is why is he taking so many points from Gryffindor, but no other teacher's ever taking points from
Slytherin or anyone else? Yeah.
He's the one taking all the freaking points, and no one else. What? Like, come on. He's...
You know who pissed me off? Dobby. In the beginning, when he's like, Harry Potter must not go. And he's like freaking banging everything, and I'm like, shut up! I know. He's trying to get out!
Yeah. I thought he was cute.
He was cute, but at the same time, it was all, stop it! Why are you fucking shit up? Yeah. Those parts I think were so funny.
Yeah. Or with the cake.
Yeah, and he goes to get it, like, they thought, So then, Prisoner of Azkaban.
With Prisoner of Azkaban, I remember that my son, Vinny, he was so into Harry Potter, he wanted to watch all the movies. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to read before I watched them, but I felt so bad because he's like, come on, Mom, like, let's watch. So I'm like, okay, let's watch. At night, we do movie nights. And so I was sitting there, and I was trying so hard not to pay attention. I was trying to, like, just zone it out. Yeah. But I wanted to be there for him. Yeah. But I was trying not to pay attention. And so, like, whenever I had to go take a bathroom break, I'd be like, keep playing it, like, don't pause it, you know, it's fine. And normally I'm a big, like, pause it for me, please, you know? So I had already known about the rat. Like, you know, I already knew about Ron's. I already knew about, like, the prisoner wasn't really bad, you know? Yeah. But I was still a little bit confused because I did just watch, like, that part of, like, someone, like, shifting and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, but then I didn't know because I'm trying not to pay attention. So, I'm like, and I remember seeing Hermione and Harry, they saw themselves. It's like they're in the past. So I knew, like, that was going to come into play. I just didn't know how they were going to play all that out. I like that the aunt and uncle were mean because
it set the tone of, like, why he tried to escape.
Harry was he would stand up for himself. Yeah. Like, Harry was really good at
putting his foot down.
Yeah. Like, he would outsmart them, and he was smart ass with them too. Mm-hmm. You know, like, just all the things. Like, they were so terrified of, like, the wizard people, wizard world. I'm at this point, I'm still liking them. Like, and I know I'm not supposed to like them, but I like
you have a thing with liking the people we shouldn't like.
Yeah, I do.
I know.
Jack.
It's not Jack. I never liked him. Never, not even from the beginning, ever. I promise, I swear. At this point of this book, I was kind of like, I opened it and I'm starting to read and I'm like, wait, the aunt and uncle are still here? Mm-hmm. Like, I kind of thought that he would move out and go
every time.
Same. Yeah. I'm like, why does he keep going back?
Yeah.
Like, you have magic. Yeah. You have other people. Why do you keep going back to these people that keep mistreating you?
Yes. Yeah.
I never understood that.
I was so confused. Like,
I wish we would have got more of why.
Well, they tell you why in the books.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, really? Okay, well, when we get there. Yeah. Like, I know that, but I didn't know, like, the movie doesn't really...
Well, no, because you're just watching it. It's not telling you, like...
Okay, it doesn't tell you why obviously
it kind of does it towards the end, I think.
We know why he's there.
Yeah.
But why he keeps going back.
Yeah, so I was so confused.
Yeah, when they're at the house and, you know, they do a smidge, but not, like, full details. Yeah. Why? I think that was my biggest thing. Why go back?
I like that Hermione was very, like, I'm starting to see her personality more. Because at first I saw so many people, like, obsessed with Hermione. And I didn't get it. I didn't see it yet. You know, I'm still reading it.
I feel like because in the first two, it wasn't really about her. Like, they were, she was there, like, she's a know-it-all. She's
literally, you know, like, and so that's why I was like, why are people so in love with her? Like, she's really not, she's there, but she's just, like, a supporting character. But she's not, you know, and then so book 3, I'm kind of starting to see.
She's not main character energy at that point.
Yeah. Right. And so book 3, I'm starting to see it more, and she's very, like, the word studious?
Yeah.
Is that the word? Studious? And
she keeps, like, she's doing the plans, she's doing everything for the guys, like, the strategies, all that stuff. Like, she's like, we're doing this, we're gonna do this, you can't do that, da-da-da.
I'll say, like, that's what I like, because there's a lot in that book that I didn't like.
In the third one?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I didn't like how Harry didn't leave with his godfather. I didn't like that, like, Snape was still, like, being mean, like, even though it was Wormtail this whole freaking time. Like, did the bad stuff, because obviously, like, he's missing a finger, you know? Like, I didn't like that. Like, I don't know, I just didn't...
It was a lot of unanswered questions,
So this one's hard for me because me describing is probably going to give away where it's at as far as, like, my rating of it.
I agree. That's what it was really hard for me.
Do you know, like, it's hard. I mean, I like that you get to meet Harry's godfather and that he had someone there. The part that broke me in this one was when Harry couldn't go to Hogsmeade.
Oh,
and he went, and he wore the cloak, and then they're like, Sirius Black killed them, he betrayed him, and then he was like, he was their friend, and I was like, oh.
The rage,
the rage and stuff. That right there, I would probably say was like a moment, yes, that I did like, because it showed that anger side of Harry, him getting
finally
angry,
lashing out,
So like, I loved that part, and I love that he got to meet his godfather. Yeah. But to know that it was a lie, right? Like, that's not what really happened. This is it. And I can't go into my dislike right now. I have to wait for the reading, because I have to be able to like tie it.
For me, in both the book and the movie, because they did a really good job with this, was the fact that Fred and George gave him the map. Mm-hmm. Because like, it was like, here, sneak out, do you, like, you know what I mean?
But be safe and know so you don't get caught.
And then like, here's how you don't get caught and stuff like that. And I was like, they didn't need to do that. Mm-mm. Like, they literally didn't. First of all, like, he was just Ron's friend, but they were like really nice and like very like, here, dude, like, we got you. Like, you're one of us.
Well, they kind of just took Harry in as, like, under their wing from, like
an older brother.
The first moment when they met him at the train station. Yeah. Not knowing how to get through, you know? It was, like, ever since then.
Like, oh, come on, like, yeah. And they're just, like, their character, like, they're, like, just funny. Like, anytime they would come in, I was always, like, yes. Like, with reading, too. I was always, like,
you knew that you were going to get, like, a joke or something in there, yeah.
Because they were just so funny, so, like, dorky and like very like
they give me going off book topic.
Is it Azriel and Cassian?
But also if we go fourth wing, it gives me Riddick.
Yeah.
Joking, and even in like situations that are like serious, you know, you're gonna crack a joke to lighten the mood and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I like about both in the book and the movie. They did a really good job with that. Something I didn't like was, like you said, that he didn't go with his godfather and that they were gonna kill him. They were gonna kill him and Draco, freaking Malfoy. Mm. Him being over here trying to like pet him or whatever, and then he gets scratched and he's like, oh my god, my daddy's gonna hear about this. Like, and I'm like, dude, you caused it.
Well, he wasn't even being friendly. So why do you think that you can pet it? Like, if you're like with your stink attitude. Like,
yeah. And then they're gonna get it killed and everything, and then he's over here like talking mad shit. And I'm just like, fuck you, Draco. Yeah. I was like, no, because like, why you?
Draco.
I really did. I know, like going off, but like. The scene where they go and they save them and go back in time. I thought that was really like cool, and I didn't know where the fuck she was going. And the reading it compared to like obviously like you kind of see her there, then you wouldn't see her, and then it was kind of like yes. But in the book, it was way more confusing, obviously, because you're like reading it and you're like. They're like, oh, wasn't she here? And they're like, no, she wasn't. And you're like, yeah, she was. And people, you know, it's like, huh?
So with that, I was so confused, even in the movie, right? Because like,
it's super confusing.
She goes into the classroom and stuff, and Ron's like, when did you get here? Where have you been? She's like, I've always been here. And it's like, and then I'm thinking like, where was she?
Yeah.
Where did she just come out of nowhere? Yeah. You know, and then I was like...
And you're like, did I really miss her?
Well, no, because then I was like, starting to think, is this bitch evil?
Ooh.
Like, that's where my mind went. Like, hold on. Like, she's being sketchy. She's, you know, they're like, where is she? She's missing and all this stuff. Is she one of those characters that you love so much?
Ooh.
And then, like, she stabs you in the heart and rips it out.
Oh. Whoa.
You know?
Dang, I did not...
That's where, when I first,
Yeah, well, see, even me knowing that they go back in time somehow, I still, like, I didn't see it. I didn't see it coming. Like, I didn't know how I was wondering, how is she doing this all? Like, how is she freaking,
because it was like, she was there, but she wasn't there.
And, like, this many classes.
Yeah. That's what
she's
it was.
Like, I have this and this. She's like, but these two are going to the same time. And I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, how is she, what?
Yeah.
I feel like it was really cool, like, that she had that. But then she turned it in.
I know.
She gave it back to Dumbledore. And I'm like, bro, keep it. Like,
they kept that shit.
I know, for real. Could have been useful later on.
I love that we got...
This shit's going down in this one.
Yeah. But I love that we got Cedric in this one. I wasn't expecting.
Do you love Cedric's character or Cedric's the actor?
I loved his character. That matches him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was like, here's this guy, all the girls are oohing and ahhing, right? Ooh, ah. And he just has pretty boy face. I just like that you got to meet a little bit of different, like, schools. Right, because you're just thinking like Hogwarts is just
Hogwarts. Yeah,
you just think it was just Hogwarts, right? And there's like this thing, and then you're like, oh, now they're gonna do this Goblet of Fire, and they're having all these other schools come. And it's like, oh, wait, there's other magical schools.
Yeah.
So I loved that. I love that. One thing I didn't like.
This is a big spoiler. What is it?
Two things.
Okay.
That I didn't like. I didn't like how they all kept blaming Harry for putting his name.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
Oh my god, and even Ron.
Because they were like, how'd you get your name in there? And I'm like, dude,
I was so mad at Ron.
If Fred and George couldn't do it, nobody can. Like,
and that was the thing that made me mad, that like even Ron didn't believe him, and like how Ron treated him. Mm-hmm. I was so mad. Like,
you're not a good friend for that, dude.
Yeah, like what's wrong with you? Like, he tells you everything, and like, why would he not? Like, and why would you even believe that he would do that?
Yeah.
Without telling you his best friend.
That's when they get into a fight, right?
Yeah, that's when they start talking to each other.
Mm-hmm. I did not like Ron in this whole... Like,
I didn't.
I really didn't care for Ron at all, really, up to this point. And then this one, I was like, no.
Yeah, I didn't like that. And of course, like
I get it. You do, like, obviously you do get, like, a little jelly. Because obviously he was, like, center of attention, this and that. But, like, he's never, like, done you wrong. He's never done anything to you for you to be, like, second-guessing his, like, decisions or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, when I think Harry tells him, do you really think I want to freaking fly dragons? Or... Yeah. He's like, dude, I'm gonna die out there. Like, I'm like he was like, what, the youngest kid, wasn't freaking experienced nothing.
Yeah.
And he had to go up there knowing nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, like,
Yeah.
I did not like
I did like the movie, but there was a lot of things that I was like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Made you feel?
Why? I felt, so this one I feel like I have a lot of whys. Mm-hmm. Not so much dislikes, but more of why.
Yeah.
Like, what was the purpose of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember Spew? Hermione's elf thing.
Yeah.
That was in the third one, right?
No.
Prisoner. Yeah, because it was after in the second one they freed Dobby.
Oh, is that when they want to start it?
And she wants to start it in the third one, right? Mm-hmm. That wasn't in the movies. Which is her trying to, like, get all the elves to be pardoned and be free.
She wanted all them equality.
So she was making little badges and stuff.
Oh. Yeah.
And trying to go, and she was... But she was doing that at Hogwarts. Liking her already. She was doing that at Hogwarts, and she was trying to get all the elves that were cooking the food. You know, the foods that appear? Mm-hmm. They cook it, like, so Dumbledore...
No, but I don't think we're there yet. Because they haven't gone to the kitchens yet. I think they go here. In this one? Goblet of Fire, they go to the kitchens, don't they?
I don't remember. That's what I was asking. But regardless, it wasn't in the movies. Yeah. That's why I'm, like, saying, like...
And all there's no kitchens in the movies.
No. Yeah, she goes into, like, the kitchen and she's, like, giving them, like, the little badges, like, we will make you free and this and that. And the elves don't want to because Dumbledore obviously, like, they have a good home and whatever, you know?
And a lot of them, him. Yeah.
But at the same time, like, even if they're mistreated, like, they don't care. Like, that's how they grew up. And she would get, like, so, like, mad about it, but they never really showed that in the movies.
Yeah.
But then it was really cute. I mean, it wasn't really, like, needed, I feel like.
Yeah.
Really,
that's
you know
probably
what I mean?
why they cut it out, because it's not such a big part.
But it was cute. It was like, she was, like, fighting for something. And
maybe it'll be in the series.
I hope so, because I'm telling you, like, all like that, those parts are so cute.
Because I was trying to think of, like, what was not in, like, the movies. Like, just kind of see, like, okay, like, what we're doing.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, that was one that I think that... It wasn't really that necessary, but it would be cute to, like,
I loved that part, because that's what made me really like her. I remember putting the book down, and I told Oscar, and I was like, okay, I totally see it now. Like, I really like Hermione. I'm starting to really, really like her, because she's fighting for everybody's equality. Like, dude, no one else is doing that. Mm-hmm. Good for you.
But then, like, Ron, I think it's Ron that says, like, they don't want to be free. Like, they're fine living like that, you know? And she's kind of like, no, like, you know what I mean? And I think she frees one of them, and they start crying, and they're like, no, like... And she's kind of like, oh, well, maybe, like, they don't want to be free, like, you know. But I thought that was really, like, funny, like, that it's, like, not in...
Yeah. I think, like, at this point is when it starts to get kind of, like...
serious. The tone is serious.
Harder to decide what I liked and what I didn't like. I liked a lot. I loved the part... I don't know if this is in the movie, but I love the part where it's the second game and... or challenge, and Harry's looking. He doesn't know how to figure it out. He can't figure it out. Like, it's like the lake one, right? With the Mare people.
Oh, yeah.
And he can't figure it out. And one day, like, he's sleeping, and then he wakes up, and it's the day of the tournament thing. Or not the tournament, but what is, like, the games?
The tournament.
The tournament. And so...
The Triwizard Challenge.
The challenge. It's the day of the challenge, and he's like, oh my gosh, I don't have the answer, but... Dobby wakes him up, and Dobby's like, they have your Weezy, Harry's Weezy, and he goes like, what's my Weezy? And he goes, your Weezy, I heard them talking, it's your Weezy, and you have to go save him. And he goes, Weasley, oh, Weasley. Mm-hmm. They took Ron, and Dobby gave Harry the plant,
the gillowweed.
Yes,
so that's not in the movie.
It wasn't in it.
Dobby doesn't do it, huh?
It's not Dobby. Remember, the professor tells him to go to the library, and if I was going to talk to anyone, I would talk to someone that specialized, and it was Neville.
Oh, it was Dobby in the book. And I freaking loved it, because I just thought
it was
library, so funny.
And Neville's helping him, and then as they're walking on the platform, he said, did you find anything? And then he grabs it, and then the professor has him
Yeah.
So it's not Dobby in the movie.
I just thought it was so funny because he's like,
he stole it from
Harry Potter must go. They have Weasley. And he's like, what
Master
Weasley?
Because she got the book. Because remember then when Snape was accusing him, I mean not Snape, the professor.
It's Snape that's accusing him because they stole it from his thief.
I know, but that's not the part I was meaning to say. Oh. When the professor grabs him and was like, who do you think gave Longbottom the idea for Gilly and all that when...
Oh, Moody.
Yeah, Moody, that's his name. He tells him, like, that's who's the one because he steals from Snape to make the polyjuice and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But in the movie it's not Dobby, sorry.
Sucks. I'm just gonna hear like, damn.
But it's in there, just not as that. Yeah. It's what you're saying, but it's different people.
But I'm wondering why they did that. Like, it wasn't really like...
Yeah. Well, I also really like that Ron got jealous with Hermione, and Hermione's now, like, starting to date Crumb. Yeah. And she's like...
Crumb.
Yeah, and she was like...
That's a glow up right there. Like...
Yeah. But
because you've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, reading it, I was like, oh my gosh! Because she's all like... No, I already have a date. And they're like,
no, you don't. He's like, no, you don't. Stop lying. Like, I'll meet you there. And she's like, I have a date. And she gets mad. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, why won't you tell me who your date is? And she's like, I'm not going to tell you who it is. Like, I have a date.
That scene was so funny to me.
I really like that part a lot, too, in the book.
I like when they're at the ball. And then she storms off. When she tells him, like, next time, basically get the balls to ask me instead of waiting till the last minute. I like that part. And I love when she goes. And then Harry goes and they're on the steps. And then he comes out. And the birds come down. When she has the birds around her. And
that wasn't that one. That's the next one.
No, isn't it that one from the ball?
No. When she gets jealous, it's later on.
No, not jealous. When she's mad at him because they go to the ball, right? When the schools come together and they're teaching them how to do the waltz and everything, and then when they go to the dance.
I thought it was when he was with some girl. I thought that was later on.
No, I know which part you're talking about, but I'm talking about the part where she's on the steps and she's crying because of what happened at the ball because she stormed off getting mad at Ron.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That part.
Yeah. That part's cute.
Because she was pissed.
She was pissed.
That part I did like because I was like, she ain't playing with you, Ron. You better man up.
Yeah.
Facts. I'll probably say that later. I'm gonna bring that up right now. That's gonna be a whole like another like side quest. I did not like the freaking lady, the reporter lady. The skeeter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, her making up freaking lies. Hermione and Harry. And I'm like, girl.
Oh, no.
Stop making up scandals.
To Hermione. She opens it, right?
Yeah.
And, like, it's like she gets boils everywhere and stuff. Like,
just in her hate mail. That's not in the movie.
Oh, it's not. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, she's getting, like, hate mail because, like, they think that, like, she's with, like,
Okay, no, I did not like her. If I had to pick something, that's probably it.
She was, like, shipping them together and everything, and I'm just like, girl.
Yeah, I will say, like, the ending.
The ending was crazy.
No, the ending, like, I didn't believe it. Like, it's not, it never would really happened in my head. I don't know.
That was intense.
I know, like, you guys are probably gonna be like, huh? I really didn't care for Cedric.
Well,
like when he died, like I was just like,
I felt like it was sad.
Like it was like I was like,
I didn't cry, but it was sad.
I think it was sad because like Harry said, "Let's win it together."
Right, and he wanted to, and then he tried to save him.
He did. He tried to tell him to go back
to the portal. Yeah. Like he tried.
I honestly thought that he was in on it.
Cedric?
Yeah, because I was like, why in the book, anyways? Because I was like, because you know how they're like, oh, let's win it together, and I'm like. He was kind of a jerk in the beginning. In the books, he was kind of a jerk, right?
Not to me. I never saw him as a jerk. I always saw him as like like his dad wanted him to be a jerk and wanted him to be more, but to me he was always like very like
There's calm. I don't know which one it is, but in one of them like it's like he's kind of like jerky and then he kind of like starts being like whatever with like Harry, like, oh, you're just like basically a famous boy. But then when Harry tells him like, hey, like it's dragons and like, you know, then he helps him. Like,
the movie. Because he was like, oh, I told him not to wear the buttons or whatever that said, like, Harry stunk or something.
Yeah.
And then Harry was like, I don't give a fuck about the buttons.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, like, it doesn't bother me.
But he was, like, laughing at him or something like that. Yeah, that's what it was. It was in the movies.
Because when, like...
And I was kind of like, oh.
Because when Harry went up to him, he was, like, laughing with everyone. And then he kind of got, like, serious when Harry walked up.
And he tells him, like, hey, like, the dragons, like, it's dragons.
Yeah.
But I didn't care for his character, but I thought he was going to be evil because, like, when he was in there, he's like, let's win this together. I just felt, like, very, like... You were, like, so... Because they were, like, fighting it off earlier. Yeah. And I was, like... It just gave me, like... I'm, like, what if, he like, betrays him and is like, no. And, like, he didn't, like...
Yeah.
And wins. I thought that was going to happen, but... Then he gets... Yeah. Then he gets killed, and I'm all like, oh. Never mind.
Yeah, I didn't feel sad because it never happened in my brain. Like I even told Maria, and I was like, I got to this part.
She's like, Cedric died, but like no, like it's not gonna happen. Not
dead. Like I she literally thought he wasn't dead. I thought he was gonna come back. my whole thing is like, this is a kid's book. This can't be happening.
Yeah,
like you could find this in an elementary library. Yeah. Like no. No, like
there's no death here.
No, absolutely not. And so like I just kept going on to the next.
And he didn't come back.
I was still hoping. At this point I'm still hoping. At this point I'm like, yeah, he's gonna make an appearance.
From the movie, what I did like, you know how Harry's like trying to like open the freaking egg and he can't open it.
Oh yeah.
And then Moaning Myrtle is there and she's like basically like watching Harry bathe.
Oh my gosh, in the book I like that part. In the book
I thought it was so funny. She's all like, oh, and he's like, okay, and he's like, I just thought it was so funny. I'm like, girl, you're dead. Stop. I feel like the movie did a really good job to like I said, bring it back to life. Like I'm saying, it's with what we read and like you're seeing it, it's like literally they brought it to life. Like, but no, I really liked that.
Pretty good. I felt like it was good. I didn't read the book though, but
no, the movie.
Yeah, this is when I'm really invested. At this point, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm actually starting to see and feel an obsession. Mm-hmm. But before that, I was like, okay, why are people so obsessed? Okay, like reading it. Okay, next. At this point,
At the end of this one, Harry wins, so he gets the money, right? And the whatever, and he gives it to Fred and George for their
magic.
That's not in the movie.
No. What?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so he wins all the money, and
because when you said that money, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he wins galleons and all this stuff because he won the thing.
Oh my god!
And he gives all of the money to
that
Fred
makes
and
sense
George.
Because they never say how they get the money to open up that store.
He gives it to them and they're like, no, mate, like we can't take this. And he's like, no, like take it. He's like, I'm just gonna throw it away. Like just take it. Like you guys put it for your guys' joke shop because their mom had cut them off.
Yeah.
And the books, I think they don't say it in the movie. They don't say in the movies, but in the books, she tells them like, "We're not doing this. You're not doing this. You're gonna be doing, like, owls, all this stuff. Like, you're no more jokes." And like, she was throwing everything away.
Yeah.
And so then,
see, that's not in the.
So he kind of tells them like, "But don't tell your mom I gave it to you."
Yeah.
And so that's why I think in later on when they do the shop, they're like very friendly with him and more so because
I really loved. I really liked that part. I just I didn't understand the mom because like how are you seeing your kids are freaking smart when it comes to like all these pranks and like little inventions that they're doing, and how do you not like encourage that? Like school like that is not for everybody.
But because it's like the older ones, like what 3 older ones?
Yeah,
were the prefects and like smart and all this stuff. Yeah,
so you have your 3. These are just little different.
These are just extras.
I don't know. Obviously, it's like I kind of feel like I feel like they were always going to be successful. Like the way that they were like doing their little jokes, running a whole little business inside of the school. Like
they're freaking like entrepreneurs, are they?
Yeah. Moving on to Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, yes,
dude. DA.
Dumbledore's Army.
Honestly, I just blinked. I forgot about this one. I went straight Half-Blooded Prince.
Really? No, this one. We'll discuss this later. I'm so excited right now. Okay. So in this one, I liked the fact that Hermione stood up, and I think it was I think it's both, but she basically is like they're in Defense Against the Arts, and Umbridge is we'll talk about her later. She's like the professor, and she's basically like, get your books out, and they're like, what about our wands? And she's like, just your books. And then Hermione's like, how is that going to teach us how to like help? And then Harry says like, well, Voldemort's going to try to kill us, like that's what we have to do. And she basically
dismisses the whole threat.
And she's all like, no, like we need to use wands and that, and she like stands up and then basically gets Harry to kind of like make DA the Dumbledore Army. And I feel like her being like, this is not like, cause she's very educational and stuff like that, but her being like, dude, no, we need to learn, we need to know. Like it was very like unlike her in a way, but like her, like the new her she's becoming, Do you know? I'm like,
no, I
feel like she like actually like stepped up in that like that part. Like I was like, dang. Because she's such a bookworm. Like, she would just be like, oh, it's fine reading, Mm-hmm. But she was very like, no, we need action. We need to know. We need, to do this. And I was like, that was so, like, cool to see her actually kind of be like, no, there's something bigger out there, more. And, like, her, like you said, getting that personality of, like, she was saving elves and this and that. And it's going on, like, further. And I think that happens in both the book and the movie. And then dislike Umbridge.
Same.
Fuck that bitch. Like,
I agree with you on that. That's my dislike as well.
Mm-hmm. Hated her so fucking bad. And in the books, I hated her. But the lady they got to play her, fuck, oh my god. Just seeing her face pissed me off because she literally, it was not who I was picturing, but I didn't really picture anyone. But her little... Like, oh, dude, I was, like, so mad. Anytime I see her pink and whatever, I'm just like, fuck this lady. Yeah. Like, every time she came on screen, I was like, no. She, honestly, I know it's, like, spoiled for later on, but, like, she needed to die way more than Voldemort did, in my freaking opinion. Yeah. She tortured, I mean, I don't know, Voldemort, I guess, killed people, but, like, she tortured these kids with the freaking wand writing thing, and then it was, like, inscribed in there. Like, dude, oh, my God. And I don't think they say it in the book. But in the movie, when you see... Because she had a bunch of kids and they were all writing and they were all getting, like, the same thing Harry got. Which I don't think they did say that maybe in the book. I'm getting them confused. But there's a scene in the movie where Fred and George are with, like, a little kid. And he's, like, a first year. Oh, yes. And he's crying. And he's, because of his hand. Because of his hand is burning. And they're telling him, they're like, hey, like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Like, don't think about it. And they're, like trying to, like...
Comfort him.
Yeah. And she comes and she's kind of dispersed kind of thing. And I'm just like... Fucking bitch, dude. Like, that shit, like, yeah.
My dislike, I would say that my dislike is the same. It's her. It's her, and then the part with the whole thing with the writing. And I think it was all of them, but the one that really got me was Harry. I must not
tell lies.
That was like,
what lies?
Like, you should be writing that on you, not...
You fucking know.
Yeah. I think my like for that one, though, was how they all came together.
Yes.
And how they wanted to...
Neville?
Like, yeah.
How Neville's like, I'm gonna step up, and he's over there like doing the
that
duels
was probably
and
like my highlight in that one.
Did you like that? Because you're saying about Neville earlier that they give us more of a backstory on Neville.
Oh, did.
You know, and he kind of like tells you in the book they tell you a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you're gonna love that.
But going back to Goblet real fast, I loved like his little dancing when he's like, "Guess who's just coming in? I was out all night." Like he was just so proud of that. Yeah. Dancing all night, like. I was like
Genie, right?
No, was it?
I think it was Genie.
Yeah.
They were like besties. That was so cute. Yeah. I really like that. Yeah.
Your likes and dislikes.
Yeah, like rapid fire. Dislikes, yeah.
Umbridge.
I did not like Umbridge. Likes, there's a lot, but I loved the DA. I loved how they formed it. I loved meeting Luna and just like... I really loved how they just said Dumbledore's army. No, they were coming up with the names, and then they're like, oh, I loved like... Hermione, like, they're asking her, like, why, like, you're so smart. Someone asked her, you're so smart. Why aren't you in Ravenclaw? And she goes, well, the hat thought I was going to be in Ravenclaw, but ultimately, like, I'm in Gryffindor. And I just thought, like, dude, yeah, like, you're hella smart. How are you?
That wasn't in the movie.
Oh, yeah. It's just, like, a little, like, brief conversation that they had. Yeah. But, yeah, so I really loved, like, that they all came together. They're trying to pick the name, and they're like, how about Dumbledore's army? And I just thought, I loved it. That was my favorite, Dumbledore's army. Like,
but, like you said, like, highlight. They said that the hat said she could have been Ravenclaw, but she was always brave.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, which so I totally get it, but, like, same thing, like, yeah, you could have been Ravenclaw, you're freaking...
But Harry could have been Slytherin, too, so, like... Yeah. Another, like, little, like that I really, really liked was... I don't know if they did that in the book, I don't remember, but in the movie, when they're out in the forest, and Hermione's like, Harry, just tell her that the tool is in the forest, and, like, you know, she tricks, you know, Umbridge to go over there.
Oh, yes.
And then the centaurs have her, and she's like, tell them that I'm, like, nice or something like that.
Not and he's like,
I must not tell lies. And I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Yes, I love that
and
part.
And they take her, oh.
That was a good part, too. I forgot about that.
I really love that he was, like, kind of, she threw back what she said. And I was like...
You know which part I also like now, talking about the little forest, is when, gosh, I can't remember Hagrid's brother's little name.
Oh, Hagrid's brother's name?
Guap. But when he picked Hermione up and she was all, put me down.
She was all primitive. The guy's like, yeah.
I like that part. That was a good part.
Half-Blood Prince, I was confused through a lot of it. I didn't like the ending, but I also liked the ending. So those are my two likes and dislikes.
Like, ending?
Yeah. I didn't like that I finally got to see, like, Snape. He ends up killing Dumbledore, so I really did not like that. But I also did like the ending, which was Dumbledore was gone. and they killed him, just because it made me feel a lot. And that's it. Yeah. It's not that I thought he had to die. I did not want him to, but that is what really made me feel everything. And a lot of times when they kill off some of your favorite characters, some of the main characters, like, you're so upset, but it's also like, that's, I think, what makes a book a good book. Yeah. Or a good story. It's like, emotions. It made you feel. Mm-hmm. So, rapid fire. Yeah. Rapid fire. Likes and dislikes, the ending for both.
Yeah.
My friend Bryson.
I like that it was more of a Snape story.
Yeah.
I love that you were able to get, like...
His background.
This might ruffle some feathers.
Ooh.
Drama.
I didn't like how Harry's dad actually was a little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not, like, seeing that, I was like, no, Snape, I was Team Snape in that.
Team Snape, no, fuck you, Harry, Dad.
Like, and it's gonna ruffle some feathers, but, like...
No, I agree with that.
James was just... This not this little innocent wizard that everyone thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have to say, like, that part, I was like, oh, how rude. Like,
and his friends, too, weren't... Yeah, they were picking on Snape.
I didn't like that part. And a part of me was like, oh, why did they make Harry's dad be, like, bad when he was younger, like mean bully type thing? But then I get like the tone of it and stuff like that,
which it makes, I feel like it kind of made sense just because like Harry was so nice, you know what I mean, so it kind of had to be like, you know,
right,
yeah,
but then it made sense seeing that when Snape would say
the little comments to Harry
would say to his about his dad and stuff. Yeah,
but I'm like, okay, first of all, that's the same thing, like it's a different person, you know what I mean, don't compare.
But then like when you see, you know, things like that.
You get his point of view, yeah.
That's what I didn't like. I did like it, like I said, Snape's story.
You did like that, but what didn't you like, right?
I didn't like
James.
Okay, yeah,
being mean. But I also liked how Snape killed Dumbledore.
You did?
But for the reason that Draco didn't have to.
Yes. I thought that was a big, like...
That was my thing. Not that I wanted him to kill Dumbledore, but, like...
But he knew that Draco would have done it. Like,
yeah. See, that's
what he was a kid.
When I read the ending, and then I kind of, like, briefly discussed with Maria... That's what she told me too, and she's like, "Well, at least like he did it because like," and I was like, "No." Like, that was her argument, and I was like,
"Yeah." Just like I felt like he stepped because at the end again. But remember, Dumbledore was like, "It needs to be you, Snape. Like you have to do it."
But we didn't find out that till later.
But you know what I mean, like
in the moment you're like, "Fuck Snape." Right, he was without a traitor.
Yeah,
you know, and like all that stuff.
Yeah,
but
I just felt like Draco should have done it if he was the one that wanted to do it.
But he was a kid.
He would have. There's no telling what.
If Draco would have done it, he wouldn't have really done it.
We would have had like an alternate.
Yeah, like I just feel like he should have been the one doing it. He was the one that wanted to do it, and he thought he was grown enough to do it. Then he should have done it, and that was like.
But he was following.
His dad and everyone was like telling him.
Right, because like he thinks he's old enough to do that stuff. So then go and do it then, and go. Be freaking, you know. So I think he was just. I feel like, and I don't think he would have done it, and so that's why like no, because Snape came and did it because he wasn't gonna do it, and also because
Snape did it with so much, like, I mean, man, you thought he really wanted to kill Dumbledore,
but he needed to make it believable to.
That's what I'm saying. Like there was no like emotion and everything. Like I mean, that was straight kill, and
even reading it
that bottom the ending part when they leave and then Harry and him go at it, and then he reveals that he was, you know, like he's the half-blooded prince.
Yeah, but that's where the name came from. Yeah.
Thing I liked was that Harry had the book and he was like over here saving people's lives and everything.
And then everyone wants to take it away from him.
They're like, get rid of it, like Hermione, and I was just like, girl, shut up.
Yeah, like, you know what? This is another thing else in a ruffle feathers. I just like to ruffle feathers. I don't like Ginny.
Ooh, that is gonna ruffle a lot of feathers.
I don't like her.
I didn't care for her.
The whole thing? There's not one point that you like her?
No.
She was a hoe.
Okay.
And then
because,
when
she liked
like
Harry.
when she was crying with Dean and stuff, like I didn't like her. I didn't like her for Harry.
Why was she hoeing around?
Harry should have ended up with the other girl.
Who?
What was the other girl?
Cho?
Yeah. But she snitched too.
She snitched.
So she was the same thing. But I felt like they could have got someone else for her. I don't know. I just didn't like it.
It would have been fine if, like, at the beginning, he said starstruck. Oh my god, he's a star, and she would have continued that.
Yeah,
like that, like that would have been cute.
Right, but then I felt she was just too like tying his shoe and stuff, or doing like these little weird things that she was doing. Like I just felt like, who are you?
Wait, because
what's the purpose of your life?
No, because in this one she kisses him, right?
Yes, when she hides the book. They take the book together.
This is the one where Ron gets a girlfriend?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he gets freaking poisoned because he eats a thing and he's dying, and then Harry saves him.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that Hermione got jealous. Oh, because she heard Lavender call him Wan. Harry asked something, and she says, I don't know, like, go ask Wan. He's coming. You know, and she's like, oh, Wan. She calls him, and then, I just thought that was cute, like, seeing the whole jealousy
But
thing.
that book, Half-Blood Prince, it has a lot of emotions up and down everywhere.
Yeah. I'm Ruffle Feathers at the end because I want to, like, just keep talking, and then, like, I'll bring it up because we're going to go back a little bit. But I really, like I said, I liked that it was Snape and not Draco that killed him, because, like, it showed that Snape did kind of, like, I know he did the bond with Draco. Mm-hmm. So it's like he had to do it. One of them had to do it. But, like, it was like he kind of saved Draco from becoming something at such a young age, because I think they were, 15, 16? Mm-hmm. During that time when he was supposed to kill Dumbledore. And obviously killing someone is, like, going to take a lot.
But are you saying that because you know what happened? Like, are you saying that because now you know?
At the moment when I was reading it, I was like, oh my god, Draco's gonna do it. Like, and then I was like, Draco's always been kind of like, just like following, orders, and like not really like having his own mind. Like, he's just being influenced by what he's grown up to think. Mm-hmm. I always knew that. Like, he really wasn't much of a fighter like that. So I kind of knew he wasn't gonna do it. And I was like, invested, because I'm like, is he? Like, would he? Would he, like, like, I was gonna pull a trigger, but he wouldn't do gun, you know what I mean? Will he do it, And then...
Will he pull the wand?
When Snape got there, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be Snape. It's gonna be Snape doing it. And then seeing... Because you do see a little bit more Draco in this, right? Because you're seeing that he's trying to get the thing opened.
The cabinet.
Yeah. He's trying to get the cabinet open and stuff. And he's changing and all this stuff. And I was just like, fuck is going on? Like, why does he want the cabinet? I never put 2 and 2 together.
This is the one in the beginning when they're on the train and Draco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did like that Luna was the one that found him. That was really cute. That she was the one that found him and was like, oh, like, Harry, is that you? Like, like her little weirdness.
Yeah, she's so weird.
She is so weird.
I like her.
She was fun. She was really fun. She was a good character. I wish we had a little bit more of her, if I'm being honest.
Super off track, but if I were to get casted, I would love to be Luna. I would love to be Luna. Oh my gosh, I just love it.
Deathly Hallows?
Dislikes, I really didn't like the fact that they were out in the forest for most of the book, like half of it.
It was not
because
necessary.
It was kind of like, I know what they're doing, but it got almost a little bit boring. There were parts, though, where it got exciting when Voldemort would find them, when...
Like, it would have been days later, or like months later,
that are hiding also in the forest because they have to run away or whatever, so they're hiding. So yeah, but I didn't really like that they were in there very long. Likes, well, I don't even know if I like much. Like, it really upset me.
Yeah.
I don't like the deaths. I didn't like the deaths
at all. It was a lot.
I didn't think that they were all necessary, even though I recently just said that killing off favorite characters makes you feel, and that makes it for a good story, but I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't. I really like the ending. I love that Neville came out, and he was the one that he's, like, Voldemort's like, Harry's dead, and now you guys bow to me or whatever, right? And he goes like, no, Dumbledore's army, like, lives,
Yeah.
And then he tried to, like, kill the snake and stuff. And I really love that. Like, I also really liked when Ginny's mom saw that Ginny, Hermione, and was it Luna? The 3 girls were fighting Bellatrix. And then the mom comes and she's all like, you bitch, not my daughter. Yeah. And then she's like, and then they start fighting.
So that part's in the book, but it's not the 3 girls. It's just Jeannie.
Oh yeah. Well,
that was my favorite part. Yeah. Because she's fighting her, and first of all, I know you don't like Jeannie, but like she's keeping her own with Bellatrix, which is like a fucking full ass wizard. That's crazy.
Like Jeannie. Did Jeannie try to steal the sword in the movie for Dumbledore's army? Like they snuck into Snape's office.
No.
And she tried to steal the sword, and Dumbledore's army is still living, even though. No? Mm-mm. Okay, I really like Ginny because of that. So maybe you might like her in the book.
Maybe I'll like her in the book. Yeah. I just, it's not that, I just didn't care for her. I felt like she was a character that was there, but, like, I didn't need to know about her. I didn't need...
The back stuff,
Yeah, like, I didn't need any of it. Like, I could have done it without her. Mm-hmm. This one's hard for me because it's a lot of likes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I have a lot of dislikes.
Deaths? None of the deaths?
I mean, I feel like kind of what she said. I mean, I was sad when, like, Remus and his wife...
they left the baby.
Because of the baby. Mm-hmm. But besides deaths, I don't think there was anything that I would be like...
Sorry, pause. Just like, we never said in Sirius dying. None of us said we didn't, like... Like, that was sad. How did you guys feel about that?
No, yeah, that was sad.
I was sad, but I kind of expected
But at this point, I'm still not believing that they're dead. I'm still not. It wasn't until the Half-Blood Prince that I cried. I cried and cried and cried.
I felt like I expected it because just like Harry was just losing everyone that he came in contact with. It was sad, but I didn't cry.
I don't think I did either.
I didn't cry.
I didn't cry, but I was like angry. Because I'm just like, why does he keep losing everybody that, you know?
Dude, for real. Don't be his friend.
I'm just like, you know what? Like, he's going to come back.
He's cursed.
He's coming back. Dude, he's coming back. And Cedric's coming back too. And I'm telling you, like, I really thought everybody was going to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but when Sirius died, that was...
Yeah.
I just felt like it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was going to be that fast, if I'm being honest.
I didn't. I didn't. And I wish they would have kept him because I would have loved to see how he would have been in Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
Like that. Like if he would have died in that battle, that would, I think, be a little bit more different. But
what's one dislike from Deathly Hallows? I know you don't have much because you really like it. It's one of your favorite movies, isn't it? Like one that you rewatch.
Did you like? Okay, I did not like. It just gave me the ick and the creeps. The fucking when Dumbledore's talking to Harry inside the mine, and you see the little creature thingy, like that shit freaked me the hell out.
Okay, that was looking. Okay, the one thing I didn't like.
I did not like that. It just gave me like an eerie, like
it was, but I felt like it was like I still don't understand the purpose of the creature that was there. Like why they showed it. I know who it is and stuff, but like
it's supposed to symbolize a Horcrux,
right? Like
that's dying.
You know, so I was like
that's dead, and then like
a baby just came out, but. Anyways, one thing that I didn't like to go back is I did not ruffle the feathers again.
Okay. Ooh, she likes ruffling the feathers.
I didn't like Ron in this one.
Well, I said I didn't like Ron since the beginning. Like,
well, like I didn't like how he was so
when he left.
When he left, baby and like when he was like,
"Are you coming with me?"
That they were hooking up behind his back.
Yeah,
or whatnot,
that was
like,
weird.
All that stuff. I hated how he acted towards Harry. Loved how Harry was like, "Then fucking leave."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch, bye. Yeah. Nobody asked me.
And then he's like Hermione, and she's like, I'm staying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, come on, dude. He has nobody. Like, you have a whole ass family. Like, there's 20 of you guys. You guys are fucking Weasleys. And he has nobody.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't he say that to him? Mm-hmm. When he's listening to the radio, and he's like, I'm listening to those names to like the people too. He's like, you have no one. Your parents are dead.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
That right there, I was like,
I don't remember.
So that was probably one of my dislikes. I hate how
he's like, I'm listening to see if I hear Jeannie or Fred or George. And he's like, I'm listening too. That's what Harry said. And then Ron's like, your parents are dead. You have no one. And I'm like,
I think he does say that in the book.
I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, no.
I did not like the way he treated Harry.
I totally agree. I didn't like him very much. He was a baby about everything. What were you expecting? Like, they're all hungry. What are you expecting?
I did love when the castle part, though, when they go and they're holding Harry and they think Harry's dead, and then Harry's like, fuck that bitch.
I loved when Dobby comes and he saves them from underground.
Oh, yeah.
When he's all like, Toby, what did you do? He's like, well, my magic has all the limits, you know? And he's all like, he's down there and he's like, come on. And then I don't know if it happens in the book, but in the movie when Luna's all like, let's go, sir. Sir, I like her.
No, that did not happen.
Yeah, because she's down there.
Yeah,
and so then like he gets there and he's like, okay, he's like, I'll take him, and then they're like, take them first, and he's like, okay, whenever you're ready, sir. And then Luna says that to Dobby, and he's all like, sir. He's like, I like her.
I did.
He was like so cute.
I cried when he died.
Oh yeah,
I did cry.
Yeah,
that was a dislike for me.
I texted you right away with that one.
She did.
That one was hard.
It sucked. Which is crazy because like so many other people had died before that, and we're just like, eh.
Yeah.
But then like Dobby, you're just like,
that was just a different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I cried.
That was a different one hit.
Even when Hedwig died, I was like sad, but I wasn't like crying.
Oh, dude, that pissed me off because right, like starting right away, I cried so much at the end of the last one of Half-Blood Prince. Okay, so I cried because I'm like. I told Oscar, like, hey, he saw me crying in the kitchen, and I'm just like, he's like, what's wrong? And I'm charging my Kindle, and I'm just like, I don't think they're coming back. They're not coming back. I
hate her that everyone had died at that point.
And I was just like shaking
Cedric
and laughing and crying.
Have you watched Twilight?
Yes.
Any of the movies?
Yeah.
Were you having a Breaking Dawn moment where they show everyone dying and then Alice realized it was just a vision?
You thought it was gonna be that?
Did you think that's what was gonna happen in Harry?
I kind of felt like I don't know because it was confusing because then like.
So I'll tell you right now, when
Cedric
I watched
comes
that
out
movie,
of the wand of like they're reversing. Or something
but his parents do too,
and the parents and everyone surround him.
Yeah, and so I think that like in my head like.
You're like, oh, they're coming back.
Come back out. Yeah, you know, like maybe he's just like stuck in there or something.
Like this is how they're coming back.
Mad Eye dies, and then the owl dies, and then like
It was just a domino effect of dying.
They keep dying and dying and dying, and then Tonks' dad dies, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why are they killing so many people? Like, it's a kid's. It's just I couldn't. Like, it was upsetting me because you could find.
Read.
But you can like you can see like third
at least that's what it's under
picking up these books like.
Well, I was telling her, I'm like I think the reasoning is that kids don't understand death. Like, you know what I mean? Right. So to them, it's like, oh, okay, like, you know, some of the people,
they don't know,
But with us, we know what grief is, we know what death is, and so it's like,
but I also feel like
and we understand.
You connect more with those characters compared to like if you think about when you were in middle school and stuff like that, reading books and stuff. Did you have were you emotional tied to it in school?
Not really. You just read
Now I will say in middle school we did read a book that till this day like sticks to me, and it was crazy. I think on Tuesday I seen it in my little library in my classroom, and one of the kiddos.
Is it Old Yeller? Is it?
And one of the kids picked it up, and they're like, "Oh, this is."
I get that one confused with Where the Red Fern Grows, because they're both called dogs.
Oh, yeah. I was the Red Fern Grows. That was mine.
But I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that. Right? And I will say that book, as a kid, I cried.
Yeah.
I cried.
And so I think if I would have read this as a kid, I would have cried.
Yeah. But I feel like if you're a reader, you're going to have that connection, right? Compared to kids that just have to read.
I think that's why people are so obsessed, because like they cried and they're just like, they went.
You have that emotional attachment.
You lived 7 or 8 years with these people because like you're watching them grow. In the movies, you're watching them grow too. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I think and I have a hard time with like even when it ended. That was it. There's not another book. There's not another movie.
You know what? I felt like that too. As much as like I was so mad reading death after death, and I was just like, dude, I'm so over this book. I need a happy book. Like this is.
But you also know, like, it has to come to an end, right? They can't just keep going and going and going and going and going and going.
And then I'm just like, well, I can't start, like, there's no more. I would usually end one and then start the next one. Yeah. Like, start the page of the next one or something,
and
you know?
It just stops.
But you know what I think, I don't know if the book has this, but what I did like in this one is that at the end of the movie, it fast forwards.
Yeah, it does 19 years
and it tells
later.
you when they're older and they have like
it did that
their
too.
Kids and stuff.
It did that too, and I got upset with the names that they picked for their kids. Can I open your window over here?
Yeah, no, you're solid. Which is funny you say you like that. I hated that.
Oh, did you?
I don't care. Like when they like fast forward. I want another book. I want it to be like continuation. Yes. I don't want it to end. But like I don't like the 19 years later they have kids this and that, and I'm like, well, how? Like what happened? Like you know what I mean? Like that's my way of thinking.
Well, I mean, you know how.
No, okay.
But no, I get what you're saying.
Happened? Like
I get what you're saying. Like what got them to that point, right?
Yeah.
But it's the same thing like with another series that we finished. Mm-hmm. When they went forward and they had their kid and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I did they went 19 years in the movie they showed us them as adults and all that stuff. And then you get this next book, The Cursed Child. Mm-hmm. And then you have this and you're like,
have you?
I've read the whole thing.
You've read it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I read it too.
I haven't read it.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. They did a really good job.
Yeah, really good. So when I pick that book up to read, you're like, oh, okay, because you got that 19 years later, right?
Yeah, and then it continued.
And then it kind of continues on.
She could have wrote a lot, dude. Like, honestly, like...
I'm surprised there's not a part 2 to The Cursed Child.
I'm surprised she doesn't come up with anything. Because now people are coming up, we're getting a new Divergent. I feel like this one had a lot of, obviously, like, Fred's death. Fred's death, right? Fred's the one that dies.
Oh, that was...
Fuck that.
Yeah. What?
You're an asshole for that. Like,
I was so mad I forgot to cry. I was so pissed. Like, I couldn't even text you because I had just texted you about
That's the fucking one that got me when they're over, like, a body and then they're like, who's that? Who's that? And then, like, that happens and I'm just like, no. And I was like, no. There's still so much. I'm like, no, he's not dead. He's not fucking dead. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Like, no. I just, like,
that's the one that got me, like, Dobby and then that one. I was like, no, this cannot be fucking happening because George almost died in the beginning. Yeah. And then,
yes.
You know what I mean? I was like, no, fuck you for this. Like, no. How is he supposed to live without his other half?
Yeah.
Like,
no. I was so mad. It was dark in my room and I'm still reading and then I'm like, no!
Yeah.
And then, like, Oscar's just like, he already knows everything that happened.
Yeah. I fucking hated that.
Why is she killing more people?
For real.
But it's good. It's still good.
It was, yeah. And I can't wait for you to watch the movies because they're so, like I'm saying.
Oh, I know, like listening to you guys, like I want to watch it.
They're good, dude. They're
so supposed to be like on our girls' trip.
I know, we just watch Harry Potter.
Just watch Harry Potter.
You know, when do you watch them? I like watching them when it's like gloomy and stuff. It's like around like November, December kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm. So I watch them around the Christmas season. I don't know why, but I feel like Harry Potter is very like Christmassy and stuff. And I feel like that's when they play it a lot on like TV. Like when you're scrolling through television and stuff, you're going to see it around that November, December area. But I tend to watch, and I like, that's when we have winter break, you know, so like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch Harry Potter.
Another that I really like that I think you both have said, Neville's part when he kills the snake.
I love that.
In the book and in the movie.
I really like that they continued Dumbledore's army even without Harry there. They were still like holding it down, you know, like
that's what lives right in my head.
I don't know which book it was, but when they all didn't like Harry, what is the other guy's name?
Oh, Seamus? And he tells them like,
my mom says, and he was like, well, your mom. That part right there.
Dude, that part was funny. I don't think it had it. They're basically blaming him because
like
of all that.
Yeah, in like the book.
That Dumbledore and that Harry are lying.
Yeah.
So it's
it's all over the newspaper and stuff.
It's this one.
Yeah. And then the other one's all like, oh, and then Ron's like, you have a problem with him, mate? You know, because like Ron's not perfect.
Yes.
And then the other one, he's like, no, like, I'm a, what do you call it? I'm a muggle borner. I don't know, whatever they called.
That's in the book. But in the movie, he tells him like, in the paper, and then he's all like, I think Harry's the one that says like, dude, like, then you and your mom are basically stupid. Like,
because he said something about like the Daily, what is it, the paper called?
Daily Prophet.
I was about to say Daily Prophet, but for some reason I was thinking Superman for the Daily Planet. But he was saying the Daily Prophet, and he was like, it's rubbish or something, and then he's like, well, my mom says, and then
he basically, Harry says like, well, you and your mom basically like are like, yeah. You're just as dumb as her, something like that. And I'm like,
that was smart.
Okay, done. Because there's so much, but I'm like,
so much. It was good though.
I say we do rank your favorite, and then the least favorite, and then favorite movie, least favorite.
It's hard, but I'm gonna say that my favorite one is The Half-Blood Prince, and that's just because I felt so much emotion, and that's when everything actually hit, and I actually cried, and like, I don't know. And then very close second is obviously the last one. Least favorite would probably just have to be Prisoner of Azkaban. And I think it might just be because I got spoiled some parts when I watched the movie first.
Yeah.
So like I knew that they were going to happen. When I read the book, I just didn't know how it was going to play out. But that would probably be my least favorite.
My favorite is Deathly Hallows. Like
part 1 and 2. I'm just kidding. It's both because it's
one just big thing. That was my, like, I could watch that one over and over. My least favorite.
Are you gonna ruffle feathers? Are you gonna ruffle feathers?
The Order of Phoenix.
I'm like, whose feathers? Are you ruffling my feathers?
She's ruffling my feathers!
Are your feathers?
And not because it wasn't a good movie. I just felt like that's one that I can put on and I can like do things to.
Really?
I don't feel like I needed to like sit and be focused. I felt like the other ones are like, I don't know. I mean, Prisoner of Azkaban is probably another one that I didn't care for. I don't know. I mean, Order of Phoenix, there was a lot of things that I really liked. I don't know if to me it just felt like it kind of like
meh, yeah.
Like,
okay. She's ruffling feathers.
I'm ruffling feathers, sorry. I mean, like, you know, when you go to like put on a movie and you're like you're doing and stuff. And you know, sometimes even when I watch them, there's even times where I'll skip the first one.
Yeah.
And I'll just go straight to the second. I don't know, because I feel like I already know the land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like the first one lays
order, really,
and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Order of Phoenix was just the one that never really... Like I said, there's good things in it. I do like it. She's going to be like, I hate Deathly Hallows.
Deathly Hallows is the worst one.
All right, Maria, rank your book first and then your...
For book, Order of the Phoenix.
Number one. Up there.
Okay, but see, and maybe I will feel differently when I read the book. But movie-wise...
It did have more than the movie. But I feel like if you were like, hey, let's watch a Harry Potter movie, I'd still say Order of the Phoenix.
Really?
Yes. It was so good. I just... Like, that one's, I think, the one that made me feel a lot because of, like, the pain he's going through. Them not being able to, like... have an actual teacher that's gonna teach them, and like everyone's kind of like they're kids, they're children, and they're like, we're making a fucking thing and we're doing this, and then all these people show up.
They were fighting for their rights, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
And like
I can see why you like it in that sense.
Yeah, and you find out like Neville's backstory a little, like why he's doing it.
But that's why
you find out, you know, all this stuff, and then like the whole freaking Cho thing when she kisses him and like, you know, all this stuff, and you're like, fuck you, like, you know what I mean? And it's just like everything like that. You see like Umbridge, like those feelings of like she, like, I just hated
and
her.
I wonder, and that's probably the reason why I don't like it.
Because of Umbridge?
She did such a good job.
You know,
she did such a good job.
No, she did, and that's what the thing. Like, I like watching it makes me mad.
Yeah,
and I think that's why I said it's my least favorite, because it makes
favorite.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You don't like that emotion. Yeah, you don't like feeling that emotion.
But it's then you know? Like that, and then it's like my other like I didn't bring this up, and I just remembered is when Umbridge is like in the thing, and they're doing the owls, and Fred and George were like, "Fuck this school," and they did the whole thing.
Oh, I love that.
Like all that, like it just like that whole book. I just feel like it was.
And
and the movie too. So I'm like,
honestly, that's why I don't like the movies, because of her.
Because of her. Like I said, she did.
I just don't want to see her.
I don't either, but I'm like, I like seeing everything else, and I'm just like, you know.
The reason it's not my favorite is the reason why it's your favorite.
That's so funny. And
your
then
least favorite one.
My least favorite. Okay.
That's hard.
I feel like it's Goblet of Fire.
Your least favorite?
My least favorite.
In books or movies or both?
I think it's both.
Yeah?
I think it's both. Because that's the one that Ron's being a fucking asshole. Mm-hmm. Everyone's blaming Harry. It's like, why are you in this? You're getting all the attention, all this stuff. And like everything that's getting written about them and everything, I'm just like, dude, like, fuck all you guys.
Yeah.
Harry saved every single one of you. Like,
I also feel like that's a movie that
I don't like it's just because I'm whatever with me.
Right, and that's what I was just about to say. I feel like that's a movie that like
I could skip.
You can skip and you're not going to miss too much.
Yeah.
Like, you can pick up that next movie and still knows everything that's going on. It was almost like they just needed something.
Like a filler. And
not this game and characters and stuff was it. And that would probably, like, if I was going 1, 2, 3, that would be my third least.
Yeah.
Because Prisoner of Azkaban, I feel the same way. It didn't really... It told the story
that one's
stuff,
up there too.
But,
like,
you know what I mean? But
you met someone just so they can die 3 books later.
Yes.
Obviously, the first one's going to set the tone. The second one with Dobby getting introduced and the car and all that's going on, the basilisk, everything's like really cool because, you know, he could talk to Snake, all that stuff. Like, it's like, okay, another one. But like, yeah, like you said, the third one's just kind of like,
to like build up to that big one. Yeah.
This one, I like I said, I really enjoyed. And then the sixth one, obviously, you get more Snape. You get like everything that's gonna happen, like it's leading up to this war. And then obviously the seventh one, like, yeah, I feel like the least two, but I feel like I would put the Goblet one. I could like just skip it.
I could see that, yeah.
But here's the thing that I already told her, and I kind of told you. But the other thing is, like, reading it, because I've read, I think this is like my third or fourth time rereading Harry Potter, like the books. I caught things in the books, and I believe Draco and Hermione should have ended up together.
I thought her and Harry should have ended up together.
I feel like they're two brotherly sisters.
But I feel like that's because that's how they made them.
I could see that one happening way more than Ron. I never liked Ron and
that. I did not expect that at all. And I already put I didn't like him and Ginny.
Because I told her, I'm like, reading it back, it was just getting like little things, because in the books it tells you a little bit more, but even in the movies, I think in the second one with the Chamber of Secrets, when like they meet Lucius, you know, in the thing, he puts the Tom Riddle's diary and stuff. There's a part where, I think in the movie it happened too, Hermione says something to like Lucius, and then he like turns to her and he's like, oh, you're the half-blood or whatever, like, you know, like,
oh yeah,
yeah, and or the Muggle-born or whatever it was, and
Harry didn't know what it meant, so he was asking.
Yeah, Draco's dad says, I've heard a lot about you, and I was like, whoa. That means Draco's talking about Hermione at home. Why? Because if she's so like low mudblood, like
why
low class, why is Draco talking about her at home, but not talking about other people or talking about Harry or like Ron? You know what I mean? Like yeah, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, that's weird. In the fourth one, there's a part like when they're doing it's not in the movie, but it was in the book. In the fourth one, when I read it, they're at the Triwizard Tournament or whatever, and then like before the Death Eaters get there and before the mark goes up on the sky, they run into they're like, but everything's getting dark and everything, and they know something's coming. Harry and Ron, they don't know where Hermione is, and they run into Draco, and Draco's all like talking to them and stuff, and then at one point he says, where's your little like mudblood friend? And then they're kind of like, why do you care, kind of thing. And then he says, oh, like they're coming and like she's gonna be the first to go, like kind of like you should go protect her, kind of thing. And I was like, why is he telling them that what's coming? Because they didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I'm like, why are you telling them that they're coming and that she's the first to go, kind of like go save her? So I was kind of like, that's weird. Yeah. And then throughout the books, like Draco's just kind of picking on her here and there, like, you know what I mean? And then she punches him and all that. So to me, I was like I feel like, I don't know if the author did that on purpose, like she was trying to like do something with it, and then just kind of like at the end was like, no, because everyone's giving her like, oh, like Hermione and like Harry or Hermione and Ron, so she was like kind of like, you know, like she got influenced.
Yeah.
Because like, why would you putting those little things?
I can totally like after talking to you about it, I could definitely like see like.
But imagine that would have been a good ending. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and I can see why so many people are obsessed with it. You know, like with that ending.
Yeah, like he's basically like.
Yeah, but I can also see her ending up with Harry.
Yeah.
Because like I said, he's the main character, and she's like the girl. As much as I liked her with Ron.
I didn't care for them. I didn't care for them together.
No, I thought they were kind of cute.
Because to me, I'm like, if she always obviously really liked him.
Yeah.
But he really didn't feel the same way because every chance he fucking got, he was always like, this girl's hot, this girl's and he was always dating these other girls.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you really liked her, why are you doing that?
I just like that not the main character, like in this instance, not the main character got like the girl. The friend is the one that ended up with the girl in the group.
It made sense because it's like Harry always got everything, and then it's like, okay, whatever, he gets Hermione kind of thing. But to me, I'm like, I just didn't see.
I think it would have made for a good ending for her to end up with Draco because they're always like
it's the rival. You know what I mean? Like the rival, like what.
Yeah, and they're always like
and they're smart. They were both fucking smart because Draco was a genius too, and the polyjuice and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. He was super freaking smart, and where he came from, so it would have been a cool ending to be like. He's from like pure blood. She's like half mixed, and like
that's what I was trying to say.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't get the words out. that I couldn't figure it out how to say it.
Because he did fight in the war, in the Hogwarts battle. He was there fighting with them.
Draco wasn't fighting. Yeah, he was hiding.
No, he was fighting with them at the end. Remember after they saved him or whatever?
In the movie? Because in the book he wasn't. In the book he was hiding. They left him hiding. They came back there like, that's twice we saved you, and he's still hiding there.
In the movie he is, but then his dad calls him, and then they run away.
And then they like go over there. Yeah.
In the book he doesn't fight. He doesn't come back after they
it doesn't really
and hid him somewhere, and then Fred ends up dying because of stupid Draco.
Oh yeah, I feel like there was more there, and I feel like she's just kind of like certain characters kind of like whatever.
Yeah, I could see it
because I feel like Luna was a big part too, and Neville, but then she never really like.
Yeah.
Did anything with that either. And like Luna was so freaking brave, and so was Neville, so I'm like,
oh, can I just say that I loved how Luna when I don't know if it was in the movie, but they go to Luna's house to talk to the dad. They go into Luna's room and she has friends, and it's a picture of all of them, and she has like a big picture of Hermione, Harry, Ron, Neville, and it just says friends, and I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah. It wasn't in the movie. No. They get to the house and everything, but
I don't think they show the room.
Oh man, yeah. No, it was cool. I was like, oh, she really is their friend. That was really cute to me.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, what a journey.
For real.
What a journey.
I need to go watch all the movies.
Yeah, so I'll go watch the movies.
I have to read the books.
So read the books. And you'll just rewatch.
She'll just be there for the ride to support us.
For real.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for our Harry Potter. Super quick.
Yes.
It was not quick. At least we tried to keep it short and sweet of all of the books and the movies, what we liked and didn't like, and our rankings. What was your favorite book? What was your least favorite? Your movie? Have you watched the movies? Have you just read the books?
Have you done both?
We want to know.
Have you watched the last movie and then gone back and read the whole movie?
Did our friend Marcy here ruffle any feathers?
Yeah.
That's it for today's episode. We hope that you guys enjoyed it.
Hit all the buttons, like, subscribe, leave comments. Let us know what you guys want to see, what content you want to see from us, what books you're reading. And if we read them, maybe we'll do an episode and talk about them and dive in. We will see you guys on the next episode.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
And then I'm like, Avada could, and I'll just get a killing curse and like just ends it there.
I want it now. I knew it this whole time.